Good evening, everyone. First of all, welcome all of you on this great day, which is called Friday. Why is Friday great? Because we all come together and we learn how to ace your career. So all those people who don't know us, who are new, I'm Dheeraj and she's my wonderful wife, Nutan.
Hi.
She's a
career coach and a life coach.
And I'm also a career coach, business coach, life coach, spiritual coach. Thank you so much for coming here, and all those people who are going to watch us later. Please follow us and write down what you want so that we can come back with a topic that you want. Today's topic is pretty interesting, okay? Interesting for all those people who give interviews, and all of us who are in the world of career, we have to give an interview one day or the other. I know a lot of people run away from interview. The main reason of procrastinating or running away from interview are the questions. There are certain tricky and difficult questions that the interviewer asks you. And that answer, you're not able to give in the best possible way, due to which you get scared, you fumble, you're nervous, and you're not able to give the best. And that's why many times we avoid or we fail in the interview. Today, we are going to talk about what are these tricky questions and how do you answer these questions?
Right. So to complete my introduction, I'm a career coach. I more specialize in people of the mid-age.
Yes.
People who have been working for 12 to 15 years.
Yep.
And then they face a challenge of career stagnation.
Yes.
So people generally reach out to me when they have done quite well in their career for a very good time, got incentives, got promotions, did well, life was moving on, got married, had children, and then all of a sudden nothing is moving. There's no progress happening.
Yes.
Probably you're in the same company for 8 or 10 years and you don't know how to break that comfort zone. And that comfort zone, one of them is interview.
Yes.
You know, how at this stage of life, when I'm doing so well, I'm appreciated, people acknowledge me, I am there leading a team, how will I go and
give an interview?
Yes. That's such a big mind blockage.
And also for people who have not given interview for a very long time, maybe 5 years and more or 10 years, it is a little scary situation that all of a sudden now I have to go and give an interview because I've not done this. I was so enjoying my comfort zone. And that is one of the biggest reasons why we procrastinate, because we're really scared to go out there. We're not scared about the new company. We're not scared about the new job. We know we can deliver. We are very good. I'm sure all of you are winners. That's why you are here. That's why you attend this. That's why you listen this. But the fact is somewhere deep within, probably I've not given an interview for a very long time. And that stops me from doing what I'm supposed to do. And that's why today we are here to help all of you.
So dear friends, that is what is the biggest hurdle. That, you know, sending your resume is okay. But appearing for the interview, now I'm going to sit like a candidate and they're going to screen me. Well, I've been screening people. I've been leading people. How will I do it?
Yes.
Right. And that is why today I thought I'll do this topic, a very important topic, on how to handle your interview
absolutely
so smoothly, so beautifully that you're in complete control of that interview. That's how you can bang on an offer
absolutely
which you are interested in.
Yes.
So let's first start on the basics of an interview. How do you really build yourself so that you're confident in the interview? Probably Dheeraj can first start that. How do you build conviction when you're sitting in front of someone else? Then I'll go into the difficult and tricky part.
Okay. So to crack an interview, the most important thing is your life state, your emotional state. Okay. Because if you're in a low emotional state, you cannot crack. And when you're in a peak emotional state, you can crack any venue. Like generally whenever I have given an interview and I've been in sales for initially many years of life, and I had a job to go out there and crack the deal. To do that, I used to put myself in a great emotional state. I used to fill myself with so much of energy, okay, so much of power, that when I used to go there and when I used to just tell the interviewer or the client a handshake, or I used to tell him hi, there was so much of power in the voice. There was so much of energy that he should get a joy. And he used to say, oh, who's this person here? Wow, amazing. There itself, I know 80% of the job was done. Because, experiencing something like this, and that's what you need to be absolutely in a peak emotional state, in a confident state. And that states come from one belief. And that belief is, you know everything.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for years. And nobody can take away from that. It's just that a person it's not an interview. For me, I always feel it's an introduction session. But I'm going to introduce myself. And the person is also, so I ensure the person, in fact, most of the interviews start with their introduction, that I'm so-and-so, I do so-and-so. So it's a more of an introduction. So I used to always tell myself, okay, let me go and introduce myself to this guy today. He doesn't know me, let him know me. I never said, oh my God, it's an interview. Oh my God, he's going to select me. No, I never said that. I said, I have to introduce this guy. Let him know me very well. And I used to ensure that he knows me, he or she knows me extremely well. And that is the key, okay?
So absolutely well said. Not because he's my husband, because that's a required element in an interview. The kind of energy that he was talking with. If the energy is flowing, the conviction is high, the confidence is great,
Yep.
You're anyways going to crack an interview, right? Now, how does this confidence get built? It doesn't happen by chance. There is a lot which goes behind reaching that stage where you're confidently answering all the questions, and not only answering, you're in absolute control of the interview.
Yes.
Right? To do that, first is thoroughly preparing yourself.
Yep.
Now you'll say, what is there to prepare? I've been working. What more should I prepare? Well, this I can tell you confidently that you're not prepared.
True.
Because, you've been working for probably 12, 15, 20 years. You've been working. You've never reflected back and seen how you grew as a person. How did you handle crisis situation?
Very true.
What is that you did to lead your team? What was something that you truly achieved?
Very true.
What is that's something that your team members appreciate about you? What is something that your seniors like about you?
Very true.
How did you value add in the organization? There is just no time to reflect. And because there is no time to reflect, you never remember what is so great about you.
Absolutely. And the most important thing, it's all also about your mind and brain. Okay. So if you're not prepared and you go in an unknown zone, an uncertain zone, your brain does not function fully. You're not in your best form. Your wisdom level is not that high. And that is where the challenge happens. And that is why preparing for an interview is like going through it again and again. We call it mock interviews. You do this again and again. You do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. Now, when you actually are giving the real interview, your brain feels so comfortable because it's been through. For him, it's nothing new. It's just that some other person, but it's so comfortable, and the brain gives you your fullest support because it's no more an unknown zone. It's a zone when your brain has gone through it again and again.
So, dear friends, the first step is really sit back and reflect on the entire years of your career.
True.
How well have you done? How have you outperformed? How have you added value to the organization, to your team, to your seniors, to your juniors?
Absolutely.
Once you have this great, amazing stories,
That's right.
then you can answer any given question, right? So the first step is thoroughly prepare yourself. Thoroughly prepare yourself. Reflect back on all what you have accomplished or achieved in these X number of years.
Whatever years that you work, 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever years.
Absolutely. The second part is then about how do I really narrate these stories? How do I prepare myself to speak these stories confidently?
Yes.
And that is what is mock interview all about.
Yes.
If you don't have anyone, you can even do it in front of the mirror.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have some friends, some family, the age that you are, you would be having some friends and family, and they can help you to go through this mock interview. It's very, very important. So take that help, take a professional help, take some help to help you go through the mock interview.
So that's the first stage of preparation. The second stage is changing a belief system within us.
Yes.
Most of us go to the interview with a thought process that interviewer is sitting there to judge me, to see that I'm not recruited, to see that I'm really bad at things, and he's not going to absorb me in his organization.
Yes.
He's now in the position of authority, so he's going to judge me. He's going to have his own biases, and that is where fear of the unknown starts building.
Absolutely. Or in that, most of the people, they say in Hindi, "Arey, ये सब formality है, इनका already decided है किसको लेना है, हमारे साथ formality हो रहा है." There are a lot of people who say this, but that's your belief system, which is wrong.
So, dear friends, be very sure that when the people sit there for interview, whether it is a functional head or it is the HR, their entire focus is how do they evaluate you so that you are fit for that role?
Absolutely. How do they know you so that they know that I am giving the right candidate for the right position. It's not only about the company, but they also know if the candidate is not fit for the position, he or she will not be able to perform and leave the company. And let me give you a small tip here. More than you, the recruiter also, or the interviewer also, is that anxious and worried because he can't prepare. He's going to ask, and he's asking so many people. So he's also a little nervous. Okay.
So the most important thing, remember, they are not here to throw you out.
Yes.
They are here to evaluate you so that they know that you're a right fit of that job or the profile of the organization, the culture, the team, everything.
Absolutely.
Now, since they are there to evaluate, you're also doing that. So when you're sitting in the interview, it's your time to understand whether you're a right fit for this job.
Absolutely.
Don't go there by saying that I want this job. Go there to understand whether you're a right fit. Because dear friends, if you get a job and you're not a right fit, it will not take you even 3 months to feel frustrated there. And that's not what we are going there for, right? We are joining a new organization to deliver better, to grow in our career, to ace in your career.
True.
There should be another growing step, another milestone for you to achieve your career goals.
Absolutely.
So like them, it's for you also to decide whether you're a right fit for them.
Yes.
When both the organization and you
marry each other, perfect fit,
that's where you truly ace your career.
Yes.
That's where you can really outperform and do so well. So dear friends, that is stage 2. Come with that mindset that they are here to evaluate you and you are also here to evaluate them.
Absolutely. And once both of you evaluated each other, now comes where they feel, okay, I need this person. And you say, I need this company. That's the time the real game starts. So initially, it's only about evaluating each other. That does this guy fit there? Does this company fit for me? If it fits for both of you, now comes the question is, do I need this guy or do I need this company?
Great. So stage 2, remember, it's a process of evaluation from both the ends. Now with this background, you're ready with your stories. You're clear on the mindset that we are both trying to understand whether we fit. Is this the right fit for you and the right fit for the organization? It doesn't work one way.
Yes.
So stage 1, prepare your stories, reflecting back in your career. Stage 2, understand it's a process of evaluation for them. If you're a right fit as a candidate, for you, if they're a right fit in terms of work culture, the job profile, will you love to do what you're going to do there? That is where you know now how to deal with it.
And nobody's sitting there to reject you. Okay. People don't like rejecting people.
Neither they are here to judge you.
They are here to evaluate you. And based on that, take a call whether you fit for them. And you are there to evaluate whether they fit for you. Okay.
Right. So dear friends, stage 1 is ready. Stage 2 is ready. Now let's try and understand the difficult and the tricky questions.
Yes.
How do you handle them?
Yes.
Right. If I'm prepared, I can definitely give the answers. So the first question that I would like to help you with is, why should I hire you?
Yeah, this is a very important question.
Why do I hire you?
Why do I hire you?
Yes. So like I said, stage 2 was about finding out whether you're a right fit. Now, if you have not gone through the job profile, if you don't know what are you applying there for, you just saw some posting, you applied and you sat there for the interview, you're definitely going to fail.
Yes.
I have my clients who come to me and they appear the interview and they say they failed. They don't realize because they had not prepared.
Yes.
They failed.
And that's what we do then.
Yes. When they come to me and I prepare them, my clients have 3, 4, 4 offers. They don't miss out on any single.
Till now, we are not assuring it will not happen in future, but till now we've never failed.
So they definitely get the job of their choice.
Yes.
So dear friends, right fit. And if you don't get through, then you should be sure that you are not meant for each other. You have to look out for the next role.
So the question is, why do we hire you?
So I would definitely go there, look at the job posting, find out the job profile. And if there is a recruiter who's approached you and they've asked you for an interview, please don't go for the interview till you've not seen the job profile.
Yes.
Ask them for it. That is your right.
Right. Absolutely.
Once you've gone through the job profile, now you know what are the skills and competencies they are wanting for this job. What is the knowledge, the experience, the skill set that is required. Then it becomes very difficult to not answer this question. It's absolutely easy.
Easy.
Why should I hire you? Because this is what I have, which will do a value add to the organization, to the position, to the place that you're looking at for hiring a candidate.
Yes.
I'm going to be a great fit there. So I can narrate, this is the knowledge you want, this is what I have. This is the experience you want, this is what I have. This is the kind of skills that you want, this is how I've delivered. Something which you're wanting from me, I've already accomplished. That is the reason you should hire me. You'll not get a better candidate than me.
Absolutely.
But if I don't know what they need, I'll not be able to answer that question. So I hope you're clear how to answer this question. Why should I hire you? Then another important question is about, tell me about your weakness. Now, why do people ask you this question? It's for them to understand how honest you are when you're showing the vulnerable side of you.
Yes.
Many a times we put a lot of pretense when we come in for the interview. Now, the interviewer is also not a god, right? He's just getting those few minutes to analyze you, and his job is dependent on that he's providing the right candidate.
He has to take a very important call.
So for the functional head, he has to get work done from you. So it's going to be a pain in his dash if you're not the right fit.
Absolutely.
And for the HR, it's a failure on his job if you couldn't perform very well. So it is their part of KRA also, right? So they are also at the risk like you are.
Yes.
So if you can explain that to them, it'll become easier for them to take a decision. Same way, they're also looking at the other aspects of you. Are you an honest person? Are you a person of integrity? Do you really share what is truthfully
very true
with you? So don't get hesitated. Prepare. We all are people with certain weaknesses. Now, I have to be smart enough to point out the weakness which is not really very relevant for the job. For example, I am going to be an operation executive sitting behind and working on my laptop, or a finance guy who's going to sit behind and analyze things. I'm not in the forefront. And I'm a person who's introvert. I don't like connecting to many people.
True.
Go all out there, connect to people, do all that, the energy. I'm one who loves to sit in one place and deliver and connect to a few people only so that I am enjoying the environment. So it's fit for the job profile. It's not a weakness that I can't connect with a lot of people and go out and make relationships.
Very true.
I can definitely share that as a weakness. And along with that, I will say, this is how I'm working on it. So, ma'am, if someone is going to ask me, what's your weakness? Ma'am, I'm an introvert person. I can't go all out and connect with a lot of people. I'm more happy in my space, analyzing the data, doing the research, fulfilling all the data entry. And I know that that's not a great thing. So I'm trying to work on it. So whenever I join an organization,
true,
I try and first connect to the people who are my immediate connects. For example, my boss, my colleague, my junior, my department people. Slowly and steadily, I get to know them. Once I get to know them, I'm comfortable. Then I reach out to more people.
True.
So this is how I've been wanting and taking deliberate efforts to work on my weakness. This is one example of you sharing your weakness, at the same time telling them how are you taking efforts to overcome them.
So the fact is, if you're going to say, I don't have a weakness at all, it's a little hard to believe that you don't have a weakness, because we all have some of the other weakness. And that doesn't make you a bad candidate or a bad person. That makes you a human. Okay, because we all human have some of the, like, for example, my interview, I remember when I was taken and he said, what's your weakness, Dheeraj? I said, I hate administration. I'm a sales guy. I love to connect to people. I love to talk to people. I love to crack deals. I love doing that. I can do it 24/7. But if you want to tell me sit behind a computer or in the books and write the accounting and administration, I can't do that. That's not who I am. Though I'm really taking effort. I'm trying to, because I know that's a part of the role sometimes. But yes, honestly, I love connecting people and I'm not good in administration.
Great.
Now they used to love this answer. Why? Because they're hiring me for a sales job. You getting the point here?
So when you're looking at your job profile, even if you match 75% of the requirement, you're a great fit. No one is going to be 100% fit. Now from that, if there is something which I need to highlight, for example, this XYZ skill is something which is required, and it is not in the top 10 or in the top 5. So when there is a requirement posted and say there are 10 requirements, the 8th, 9th is what I'm not meeting, then what I need to tell in the interview is, I really don't know much about this. I've heard about this particular skill set. But you know what, man? I'm a very good learner. I adapt to things very quickly. I learn very fast. And today's day and age, that is the truth of life, that you have to constantly keep upgrading your skill set.
True.
And that is true in every industry. So even if I don't know this, I promise you, I'll master it very quickly. And then you have to back it up by examples. For example, in my current organization, this was something new that came up. Many people couldn't adapt to that change, but I was the first one to take initiative, learn it, because most of the things are available today. The company is also putting in so much of effort on learning and development. And it's all available, right? You don't even have to approach a person. Most of it is available on the platform. So I went there, I took the training, I went through the assessments, I did my certification, and I could deliver. I was the first one to adapt to this new skill.
Very true.
Now, when you're giving them or citing this example, they're more than happy.
Very true.
So they know you don't know it, but you take the effort to learn. And most of the times there is a good amount of notice period. So you can even tell them that ma'am, it's 3 months notice period. If you select me, I get the offer letter. Within 3 months, I would have prepared myself.
Very true.
So that way you can handle the question about you not having those 2 or 3 required skill set out of the 10. But if you don't have the top 5, then you're not the right fit. You should not be appearing for the interview.
Yep.
Right? So if you don't have 1 or 2 skill sets, this is how you need to answer. It can be a part of your weakness. You can share it and people will accept it.
Very true.
Then one more beautiful question. What's your salary expectation? Now that's where most of the people kill it.
Yeah.
Ma'am, whatever you feel like.
Industry standards.
Yes. As per the industry standards, depending on tick, 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 whatever that they would give. But the minute you hesitate, the interviewer knows that you don't feel that you're worth it.
Yes.
I think when you know that you're the right fit, you know you can deliver value, you know that you can go there and outperform, you know that once you're there in that organization, it is going to be a value add to the entire team.
True.
Then you definitely can ask for a great hike. It is your choice. How much do you want to sell yourself for? You may feel I'm using the wrong word, but that's the truth. You need to know your worth, and then you need to know how to demand your worth.
Absolutely.
I've had my clients who have got 100% hike in the next role. Right? And why was that? Because they were thoroughly prepared. They knew how would they add value. They knew how would they be able to deliver. The interviewer could feel that, and that is why they could demand that kind of hike.
No, one of our clients, yesterday the news is, the recent news, a guy who's working in the banking industry has been working for so many years. And then whenever he's shifted job, he's always got 10 to 12% of hike. Okay. And then he started coaching from her. And then this time, he got a 52% hike, 52%. Okay. You know why? Because he demanded for it. He demanded 60% and they negotiated. So, of course, we only said they go for 60, 50 to 60. He said 60. We knew there'll be a negotiation and they closed the deal in 52% because he was very clear that he deserves it.
Yes.
Because life is not only about what you desire, you get what you deserve.
So, dear friends, it's very important for us, you know your worth.
Yes.
And your worth is only when you're adding value. If you're doing a typical job where you go there, you just do your responsibilities and come back, you cannot answer this question. You will not get the money. Even if you ask for 100%, they'll not even give you 10%, right? But if you've established your worth with all what I've just shared above, then you can definitely demand the hike that you're interested in.
Yep.
50%, 60%, and people will pay you.
Absolutely.
I have experienced this in every industry. If the industry says it is 10, 12%, I've had my clients who are getting 40, 45, 50%. If the industry standard says it is 30%, I have my clients achieving 70 to 80% because they could prove their worth.
No, I have my own experience. I started my journey with 1,200 rupees salary. My next company, they paid me 3,300 rupees. My next company paid me 10,000 rupees. My next company paid me 30,000. And the last company that I worked, they paid me 80,000 rupees. I myself have always taken that kind of hike, always. Because you know why? Because I always knew the value that I add. And being a sales guy, I knew the amount of business that I get to the company, the amount of profits that company makes because of me. Because in my entire sales career, 160% was the bare minimum I achieved, and it was 300, 400% that I was achieving. So I was very good in what I do. So if you're so good in what you do, you've all the right to ask for that kind of money, because you know what? You deserve it.
Absolutely right. So there is no kind of hesitation, because you're prepared and you know you're worth it. If you are not sure, that is where the challenge comes. And that is where the HR will negotiate, because again, that is a part of their KRA.
Yeah.
They want to pick up an asset at the lowest cost, because they're adding profits to the
company. And of course, that's how they get the promotion. And that's how their job is. There's nothing wrong in what they are doing. But it's up to you. How much are you wanting to demand? And how strongly are you asking that salary? How... whatever, that's not that like some people, that's not the criteria. It's not that important. Okay, no,
that's not the only criteria.
That's not the only criteria. Of course it is. You need to have that kind of money. You know why? Because once you've got a job, now next day you're not going to get a new job which is going to pay you that kind of money.
Promotion is not going to happen. Hike is not easily going to happen.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a typical 2 to 5 or 5 to 10% bracket you'll get into. You'll not want to leave the job in the very next year. So the only leap you can take when you're appearing that interview and you're getting a job.
Absolutely.
And that's how you can grow your financial returns.
True.
If you're going to stay in the same company and just keep jumping for 5 to 10%, it'll take 10 years to get that 100% hike.
Yes.
Right? If you want. And that's the reason we take a new job, right? It is for you to grow in your career, in terms of knowledge, in terms of your job profile, and also in terms of your monetary benefits.
True.
So you definitely need to do that. You need to know what's your worth and pitch that with conviction. Believe me, friends, if you are a person who's determined, passionate about what he does, he outperforms, then there is no kind of criteria where the HR will not go out of the way to hire you.
Absolutely. You put yourself in their stage and you are running a company, or you are selecting, or you are recruiting. You will never want to lose a great candidate. And a great candidate is always hired in whatever cost it takes, because the person tells you, the person who is your immediate manager or the person you're going to work with, he gives you that, tells the HR, I need this kid. He's good. I need this guy. He's good. Now the HR has to absorb you because you are good. Why will someone want to lose you?
Absolutely. So if you're worth it, they'll definitely hire you. So guys, this is what it was from us for tonight.
Before we end, all those people who have more questions, please write down to us. We would like to answer you back, or send us your number. We'll connect. We'll ensure we give you the right answer. Yeah.
And second thing, all these things, how to do it, how to make it happen, how to get the job that you want, how to appear for the interview.
Yeah.
We have a process called as 5M.
Yes.
5M to ace your career.
Absolutely. So all of you who really want to ace your career, all of you who want breakthrough in your job, wherever you are, let it be the position that you want, the salary that you want, the promotion, whatever that you want, we based it in so many years with our clients is on these 5 M's. These are the principles on which every client of us, and I'm proud to say that every client of us have got what they came here for. They got their results is based on this. And if you follow those 5 M's, I can promise you, you can get the desired results. Thank you, everyone.
And if this session was a value add, do write it in the comments so that others can have a look at it. And my effort of spending this half an hour with all of you really gets multiplied, because more people can reach out and learn from this.
Yes.
I promise you, the entire experience of this 10 years as a career coach and 20 years of my own career, I'm using all of that
absolutely
to help all of you. So please help us reach out. Do reach out to me.
True.